Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you explore yourselves, banking and general knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Highlights from Indian and global history along with Tithi, Nakshatra, major global events and notable birth and death anniversaries of 27th July 2026, Monday, Bengali date, 10 Shravan 1433. Sri Madan Gupta Punjika, today's Tithi is Shukla Troyodashi and up to 1614 hours and after that Shukla Chaturdashi. Today's Nakshatra is Mula Nakshatra and up to 1134 hours and after that Purvasara Nakshatra. It is 208th day of the year. There are then 157 days left in 2026. Today is 30th Monday of 2026. Today is National Love is Kind Day. National Love is Kind Day, observed annually on July 27th, is a day dedicated to celebrating real, kind, and respectful love free from abuse and harm. It was created to honor survivors of domestic violence and to raise awareness about the importance of healthy relationships based on kindness, compassion, and mutual respect. The day encourages people to reflect on the true meaning of love, support those who have overcome abusive situations, and advocate for a world where love is uplifts rather than hurts. Through education, empathy, and empowerment, National Love is Kind Day promotes healing, hope, and the power of choosing love that is gentle and genuine. It is National Walk on Stilts Day. National Walk on Stilts Day, celebrated on July 27th, is a fun and quirky observance that highlights the unique skill and playful spirit of walking on stilts. Traditionally used in festivals, parades, and performances, stilts have long been a source of entertainment and acrobatic challenge. This day encourages people of all ages to try out stilt walking, whether for fun, fitness, or showmanship, and to appreciate the balance, coordination, and creativity it requires. It also a tribute to performers and professionals who use stilts in circus acts and street shows, adding height and spectacle to celebrations around the world. Today is National Scotch Day. National Scotch Day, observed on July 27th, is a celebration dedicated to honoring one of the world's most iconic and historic whiskies, Scotch. Originating from Scotland, Scotch whisky is renowned for its rich flavor, traditional distillation methods, and strict regulations that protect its authenticity. Whether it's single malt or blended, aged in oak barrels or enjoyed neat, on the rocks, or in cocktails, Scotch holds a revered place in the world of spirits. On this day, enthusiasts and connoisseurs alike raise a glass to the craftsmanship, heritage, and deep cultural roots that makes Scotch whisky a timeless favorite around the globe. Today is National Chicken Finger Day. National Chicken Finger Day, celebrated annually on July 27th, is a fun holiday created by Raging Cane's founder Todd Graves in 2010 to honor the restaurant's signature menu item, crispy hand buttered chicken fingers. Each year, the chain marks the occasion with festive promotions, most recently teaming up with music legend Snoop Dogg to offer a free chicken finger with every purchase of a box combo. No coupon needed. Plus surprise giveaways like collectible necklace for loyalty members. The day has seen Beijing Canis giving away over 150,000 chicken fingers to date, and fans across the US and beyond at locations in multiple countries celebrate by grabbing a meal in a store or making homemade chicken fingers at home. National Cream Brulee Day. National Cream Brulee Day, observed every year on July 27th, is the indulgent celebration of the iconic dessert consisting of rich custard top with a crisp caramelized sugar layer. Believed to date back to a 1691 recite in the French Royal Cookbook, the dessert's origins are also claimed by England as Trinity cream and Spain with crema catalana. making its history intriguingly contested. Enthusiasts honor the day by savoring classic vanilla hurricanes, sharp, slightly chilled, with a satisfying crack of caramel, or experimenting with flavors like chocolate, citrus, coffee, or vegan alternatives. Whether you are treating yourself to a restaurant, cooking at home, or sharing creations online with National Cream Barley Day, it's a chance to celebrate elegance, simplicity, and sweet indulgence. It is birth anniversary of Miss Charlotte Corday, 27 July 1768 to 17 July 1793. Mary Anne Charlotte de Corday d'Armont, widely known as Charlotte Corday, was a notable figure of the French Revolution, whose actions became one of the era's most dramatic political events. An aristocratic supporter of the moderate Girondin faction, they strongly opposed the growing influence of the radical Jacobins and believed that revolutionary leader Jean-Paul Marat was responsible for widespread violence, including the September massacres of 1792. On 13 July 1793, Corday traveled to Paris, fatally stabbed Marat while he was taking a medicinal bath, hoping that his death would restore peace and moderation to France. Instead, the assassinations had the opposite effect, strengthening Jacobin control and intensifying the reign of terror. She was swiftly arrested, tried by the Revolutionary Tribunal, and executed by guillotine on 17 July 1793 at the age of 24. Maratha was celebrated as a revolutionary martyr, while Corday became one of history's most debated political figures. Her story was inspired numerous books, plays, and works of art, including Jacques Louis David's famous painting, The Death of Marat. Charlotte Corday remains a powerful and controversial symbol of political conviction, sacrifice, and the unintended consequences of revolutionary violence. It is death anniversary of Mr. Emile Theodore Kochar, 25th August 1841 to 27th July 1917. Emile Theodore Kochar was a renowned Swiss physician, surgeon, and medical researcher who revolutionized modern surgery through his pioneering work on the thyroid gland. He became the first Swiss citizen and the first surgeon to receive the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1909 for his groundbreaking research on the physiology, pathology, and surgery of the thyroid. Kochar introduced strict aseptic surgical techniques and scientific methods, reducing the mortality rate of thyroid operations to less than 1%, an extraordinary achievement for his time. As a professor at the University of Bern, he taught nearly 10,000 students over almost 100 semesters and mentored many future leaders in surgery from across the world. His dedication to precision, innovations, and patient safety transformed surgical practice and set new global standards. Kochar also served as president of several prestigious medical societies and received numerous honorary degrees and international recognition. His legacy continues through the Theodore Kochar Institute in Bern and several landmarks bearing his name. Remembered as one of the greatest pioneers in medical science, Emil Theodore Kochar's contributions continue to influence surgery and medical education worldwide. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Hans Fischer, 27th July 1881 to 31st March 1945. Hans Fischer was a distinguished German organic chemist who received the 1930 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his pioneering research on the structure of hemine and chlorophyll, especially for successfully synthesizing hemine. Educated in chemistry and medicine, he became one of the leading scientists in the field of biochemistry and organic chemistry. His groundbreaking studies revealed the chemical structure of heme, the iron-containing component of hemoglobin that enables blood to carry oxygen. Fisher also made significant contributions to understanding chlorophyll, bilirubin, and biliverdin, deepening scientific knowledge of plant pigments and human metabolism. As professor of organic chemistry at the Technical University of Munich, he mentored many young researchers and published numerous influential scientific works. His discoveries laid the foundations for advances in medicine, biology, and biochemistry. He received several prestigious honors, including the Gavi Medal of the Royal Society and an honorary doctorate from Harvard University. Tragically, after his laboratory was destroyed during the bombing of Munich in World War II, Fischer died in 1945. Today he is remembered as one of the foremost pioneers of modern organic and biochemical research. Death anniversary of Mr. Kanai Bhattacharjee, 1909 to 27th July 1931. Kanai Bhattacharjee was a courageous Bengali revolutionary who dedicated his life to India's struggle for independence from British rule. Born into a poor family in Mazilpur, South Chobis Parganas, West Bengal, he became involved in the revolutionary movement at a young age and was associated with the Bengal Volunteers, a prominent nationalist organization. Deeply inspired by the sacrifices of fellow freedom fighters, Kanai sought to avenge the executions of revolutionaries. Neeraj Gupta, Ramakrishna Viswas, who had been sentenced to death by British judge R.R. Galik. On 27 July 1931, he shot Judge Galik at the Alipur court but was himself fatally wounded by a guard during the attack. A note found in his pocket declared that the judge's death was punishment for sentencing Dinesh Gupta to the gallows, reflecting his unwavering commitment to the freedom movement. To protect fellow revolutionaries, he had used the alias Bimal Das Gupta, and even his mother reportedly refused to identify his body to shield the movement. His sacrifice made him a symbol of bravery and patriotism. Today his legacy is honored through roads named after him and a bronze statue in his hometown of Mazilpur, inspiring future generations to remember the sacrifices made for India's independence. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Kalpana Dutta, 27 July 1913 to 8 February 1995. Kalpana Dutta was a courageous Indian freedom fighter best known for her active role in the Chittagong Armory Raid 1930, one of the most daring revolutionary actions against British rule. She was a key member of Surya Sen's armed revolutionary group, the Indian Republican Army Chattogram branch, entrusted with the plan to attack the European club in Chittagong. She demonstrated exceptional bravery and commitment despite repeated arrests and long periods underground. She was sentenced to transportation for life in the Chittagong Armory raid case, highlighting the seriousness of her revolutionary activity. After her release, she continued serving the nation by joining the Communist Party of India and working extensively in famine and partisan relief efforts during the 1940s. Kalpana also made an important literary contribution through her memoir Chittagong Armory Raiders Reminiscences, preserving the history of the revolutionary movement. He later served in a professional capacity at the Indian Statistical Institute until retirement. Her life and sacrifices have been immortalized in Indian cinema, reflecting her lasting legacy in India's freedom struggle. Today is death anniversary of Mr. John Robert Scrivener, 31st May 1931 to 27th July 2019. John Robert Scrivener was a distinguished American physicist best known for co-developing the BCS theory, the first successful quantum explanation of superconductivity. Along with John Bardeen and Leon Cooper, he received the 1972 Nobel Prize in Physics for this groundbreaking achievement. Scripper showed how electrons in superconductors from Cooper pairs can move together without electrical resonance, revolutionizing condensed matter physics. His famous mathematical insights reportedly came to him while riding a subway train in New York City, leading to one of the greatest breakthroughs in modern physics. He studied at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and later completed his doctoral research at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. Throughout his career, he taught and conducted research at leading institutions including the University of Pennsylvania, the University of California, Santa Barbara, and Florida State University. He also authored the influential book Theory of Superconductivity, which became a key reference in the field. Scripper devoted much of his later research to the search for room temperature superconductivity. Despite personal controversies later in life, he remains celebrated as one of the most influential theoretical physicists of the 20th century. His death anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, 15th October 1931 to 27 July 2015. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, fondly known as Missile Man of India, was a visionary scientist, educator, and the 11th President of India, 2002 to 2007. Born in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, he rose from humble beginnings to become one of India's most respected leaders. As a key figure in the defense research and development organizations, in the Indian Space Research Organization, he played a pivotal role in India's missile development in the nuclear program, including Agni and Prithvi. A passionate advocate for youth and education, he inspired millions through his books like Wings of Fire and Ignited Minds. Dr. Kalam was deeply committed to the vision of transforming India into a developed nation through science, technology, and moral values. He received numerous prestigious awards, including the Padma Bhushan 1981, Padma Vibhushan 1990, and Bharat Ratna in 1997, India's highest civilian honor. His humility, integrity, and devotions to the nation continue to inspire generations worldwide. Even after his presidency, he remained actively engaged with students and researchers, encouraging innovations and the pursuit of knowledge across India. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Giuseppe Alessandro Giuseppe Cartucci, 27th July 1835 to 16th February 1907. Giuseppe Alessandro Giuseppe Carducci was honored as the official national poet of modern Italy and achieved historic distinctions by becoming the first Italian to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1906. Recognized for his scholarly depth, originality, and powerful lyrical expression. He held the prestigious chair of Italian eloquence at the University of Bologna, shaping Italian literary studies for decades. Carducci emerged as the dominant literary figure of the late 19th century Italy, especially through influential works like Odi Barbari, Rime Nuove, and Giambi et Epodi. His innovative revival of classical Greek and Latin poetic forms earned him wide national and international acclaim. In acknowledgement of his stature, stature, he was appointed Senator of the Kingdom of Italy. His writings significantly contributed to the intellectual and cultural ideals of the Italian Risorgimento. After his death, a monument in Bologna was erected in his honor, and his home was preserved as a Casa Carducci, now a literary museum. His influence extended beyond literature through multiple translations of his poetry worldwide. His lasting recognition even reached science, with the Carducci crater on the planet Mercury named after him, symbolizing his enduring global legacy. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Bharati Mukherjee, 27th July 1940 to 28th January 2017. Bharati Mukherjee was a celebrated American and Canadian writer and professor emerita at the University of California, Berkeley, recognized for her profound contributions to literature focusing on the experiences of Indian immigrants in America. She earned her BA from the University of Calcutta in 1959 and MA from Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda in 1961 and later an MFA 1963 and PhD 1969 from the University of Iowa, establishing a strong academic foundation for a literary career. Mukherjee worked as a professor at renowned institutions including McGill University, Skidmore College, Queens College, and City University of New York. Before joining UC Berkeley, he co-authored influential works such as The Days and Nights in Calcutta 7 and The Sorrow Under Terror 1897, addressing significant cultural and historical events. Her literary excellence was recognized with the National Book Critics Circle Award in 1988 for her short story collections, The Middleman and Other Stories. The same year, she became a naturalized American citizen, affirming her identity as an American writer. Mukherjee's writing and teaching left a lasting impact on North American literature, bridging Indian and Western narratives. She influenced generations of students and readers with her novels, short stories, and non-fiction works. Her career exemplified a rare combination of scholarly achievement, creative brilliance, and a cultural advocacy. The death anniversary of Mr. Amjad Khan, 12th November 1940 to 27th July 1992. Amjad Khan was a celebrated Indian actor, director, and president of the Senior Artists Association, best remembered for his iconic portrayal of Gabbar Singh in the 1975 blockbuster Sholay, a performance listed by Forbes among the 25 greatest acting performances of Indian cinema. Over a prolific career spanning 2 decades and more than 132 films, he displayed exceptional versatility through powerful comedic and historical roles such as Nawab was Dalisa in Satyajit Ray's Shatranj Ka Khiladi, 1977, Emperor Akbar in Mira, and Bhaktayana in Sab, 1984. Recognized for his commanding screen presence and deep, resonant voices, Khan became one of India Hindi cinema's most respected villain and character actors. He successfully transitioned into directions with Chor Police 23 and Amir Admi, Garib Admi 1985, and was admired for his intellect, quoting poets and philosophers like Keats and Aristotle. His enduring influence was reaffirmed when Outlook India named him among the 75 best Bollywood actors in 2022, cementing his legacy as one of Indian cinema's most memorable and multifaceted performers. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.